Heyo, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk. It's me, Mustafa, here, starting this off this time because my brother doesn't know nothing about UFC. No, I'm joking, he knows, but I did my full research for this upcoming card. It's a great card in Seattle. Great to be back in Seattle. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Henry Cejuda again. Triple C?
Triple C
is back.
Triple C is about to be a triple loss. He's coming off back-to-back losses.
Yeah, I think this is a retirement fight. Loses one more, he's done.
Yeah.
He might as well retire. Leave the gloves in the octagon. Leave while you still have your health. You accomplish everything in the sport. I think Henry Cejuda should retire after this. I think he win or loss, retire.
Listen, this is not all about Henry Cejuda. We're going to break down the fights and we're going to talk about the main card because, let's be honest, prelims, you know. We're going to talk about the main card. We're going to start from the first fight and then to the main event.
Okay.
So, Alonzo Menifield, I don't know how to pronounce the name, versus first UFC fight, Julius Walker.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Julius Walker is winning because Alonzo Menifield's coming off back-to-back losses, knockouts.
Julius Walker is definitely knocking him out, and I think it's happening in the first round. Exciting up-and-coming fighter.
6-0.
6-0. Just an absolutely tremendous. So if you guys haven't seen this guy fight, it's going to be a treat to watch him today. Or watch him on, Saturday. He's definitely winning.
You haven't seen him
I think knockout. Yeah, I have.
First UFC fight, where you seen him fight?
I've seen him in his previous thing. I've seen it on YouTube as well. Yeah.
Alright. We call cap on that one.
I've seen him fight on YouTube.
Then you got no life.
Yeah.
If you watch
I do my homework. I do my homework before they come on.
Okay, so Menifield,
He's a treat to watch. Trust me, they're knocking him out.
Everyone knows that's cap.
No, in the first round.
Alright. Menifield, as I said, is coming off back-to-back KO losses, so it's not looking good for him. He's going to lose. We both agree on this one. The next one, I'll go first for the next one, and then the other one you can go first.
Okay.
Where'd the card refresh to again? Okay, here it is. The next fight is Jean Silva. Or is it Jean Silva? How do you pronounce this?
He's Brazilian. I'm assuming it's Jean Silva.
Jean Silva.
He's not French.
Jean Silva is a big favorite, even though I think the Melsik, and these names are so hard to pronounce. Melsik, how do you pronounce his name?
Melsik Bagdasarian. Just call him Melsik. Melsik Bagdasarian, an Armenian fighter.
I'm choosing the Armenian fighter, even though he's a heavy underdog for this fight.
But he's coming off a win.
Yeah.
What about Silva?
Who are you choosing?
This one, you know what? I'm going to go with Silva. I'm going to go with the favorite. I think he has, to be honest, I think,
5 wins in a row.
I think he has more power. Just simply based on that, I think he's going to knock him out.
I might have to switch my pick.
No, don't switch your pick now.
Silva hasn't lost in the UFC.
Yeah.
I did my research wrong. I thought Silva lost in the UFC. But I'll still stick with the Armenian fighter. They remind me of the Dagestani fighters. They're hard to beat.
Not everyone is Armin Sakarian. I can't even pronounce his last name. But not everyone is Armin, okay? Not every Armenian fighter is going to be like that.
Yeah.
Just like not every Dagestani fighter
Silva
is Habib or Islam.
3 KO wins in a row.
Yeah, he's winning. That's why I chose him. You didn't do your homework on Silva.
That's impressive, but I'll still stick with
Via knockout. You're going to see 2 spectacular knockouts. I'm telling you, this card, definitely tune in. You guys might not know all the fighters, but definitely tune in. This is going to be a fun card to watch. The next fight I'll go first is Rob Font.
Actually, a catchweight fight because I think it's a last-minute fight. 3 fights got canceled in this card.
Yeah.
So this is a catchweight fight.
You know, Dana and Hunter were in the war room.
For sure.
Yeah, this was a tough one to get going, this card. A lot of ups and downs in this card. But anyways, Rob Font versus... Okay, I'm assuming it's Gene.
Everyone knows,
Gene Matsumoto.
Let's be real. Rob Font is losing. I had to cut you off.
Yeah.
Rob Font is coming off losses. Right? Rob Font's coming off a win, but before that he came off 2 losses. Right? And this guy's never lost. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's never lost.
Matsumoto.
Yeah. Matsumoto has never lost, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
How can you bet against the under... he's also the favorite. How can you bet against someone that's never lost? And
no, I agree. I think Matsumoto's winning for sure. I love Rob Font though. Rob Font's very good fighter. He's been in the UFC. He's got really good boxing.
By the way, I had to cut you off again. Matsumoto is 3-0 in the UFC, or 2-0. He's come from the Contender Series, if you count that as a UFC fight. He's 3-0. Another stud, as you like to say, off the Contender Series.
Yeah, the thing with the Contender Series, it produces a lot of good fighters. I mean, the prime example is Sean O'Malley. But yeah, going back to this fight, I think Matsumoto's gonna win. I don't know how. I don't think he's gonna knock out Rob Font. Rob Font is pretty tough, but I think he's gonna squeeze out the win via unanimous decision. Moving on to the next fight, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. 100%. Mark my words. Anthony Hernandez is knocking out Brendan Allen. 100%. It's a finish. He might not knock him out, but he's finishing him. That's a guarantee.
I have to agree with you on this one. Even though, like, you see, Brendan Allen, right? He's coming off his last 5 wins, right? Well, I mean, his last 5 fights, he's only lost once, and that was his latest fight. But he lost to the person that just beat Israel, Imavov.
No, everyone's losing to Imavov. That's the future champion.
So you can't say he's really on. Like, his last loss is a loss, but it's like it's against probably a future champ. Like, Imavov can easily be a champ.
Yeah.
So this is a tough one. Anthony Hernandez is the favorite, surprisingly.
Not surprisingly. Not surprisingly. Anthony Hernandez is really good. And he's coming off 5 wins in his last fights.
Last 5 fights, all wins.
And all finishes, submission, KO, submission, KO, and the one prior to all those was a decision. He is finishing Brendan Allen. That's a guarantee. As I'm telling you, I've seen Brendan Allen fight many times. Brendan Allen is a good fighter, don't get me wrong. Tough fighter, but Anthony Hernandez is something special.
Yeah, maybe a future champ.
Yeah.
If he's coming off wins after wins in the UFC, it's hard to do.
But I think the entire card, I think that's the most exciting fight. If you're not looking forward to Henry Cejuda, obviously the name of Henry Cejuda is there. But I think matchup-wise, that's the most exciting fight. Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. Tune into that one for sure.
All right,
Sung Yadong has been in quite a few... He's been in the UFC for a little bit of time now. I've seen many of his fights. He's coming off... He's coming off a loss. So, to Peter Yan, via unanimous decision. But I think it's the end of Henry Cejuda's career. And it's sad to say, because one of the greatest fighters ever. I think Henry Cejuda's up there with Demetrius Johnson, and he doesn't get the same credit. He doesn't get the same credit.
Wait. And Demetrius Johnson is better. Let's be real. He's fluked out a split decision.
Yeah, but he's up there with him.
He's not up there with him.
He's up there with him.
He's not up there with him. But Cejuda's coming off back-to-back losses. Song Yadong is coming off a loss to Peter Yan. So,
but 2 wins before that, right? He's coming off a loss to Peter Yan, but then he's won unanimous decision against Gutierrez and knocked out Simon.
Yeah, but Cejuda's fought way better competition, and he's beaten everyone other than his last 2 fights.
Cejudo is right now at the same position Israel Adesanya is, where I don't think he's going to get a win again. And it's sad to say, because Israel is my favorite fighter and Cejudo is one of my favorite fighters as well. So it's sad to say, I think he's 1 loss away from retiring. I think he should retire, win or loss, in this fight. But I think he's going to lose. And I'm going to go with Song Yadong.
I'm sticking with the legend. Henry Cejudo. Either it's going to be a start of a new era, or like a new championship run, or it's going to be his retirement fight. But let's see how it goes. I'm excited for this fight.
I don't think he has anything left to prove. That's why he's not going to fight as hard.
He does have left to prove. He's trying to prove that he can beat Merab. He wants to get a rematch when he got out-wrestled by a non-Olympian. It's been affecting his ego.
I mean, the Georgians and the Dagestanis do out-wrestle the Olympic wrestlers. So far in the UFC, as we've seen. But yeah, let's see what happens. Tune in, guys. It's going to be an exciting fight card. Thank you for listening. This has been Sports Talk.